Okay. I hope everyone can see a black screen.
I can see it.
That's good.
The the YouTube stream, I think.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's
Okay.
So let's start. So that was it. Hope you enjoyed the teaser. So yeah.
That was great.
Now,
That was. Thank you for creating that SKPG. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah, so now I assume you guys have a lot of questions. So this is the part where we have a short Q&A. If you have any questions, leave them in the channel, or if you would like to ask the question in voice, you can raise your hand, and I guess, I don't know, JF or any one of us will pick one and you can ask your question. So we can start the questions if you'd like. Yes, I'm gonna invite Excalibur.
Will bosses ever be added into PewPew Live 2?
So yes, they definitely are planned. Now, technically, there are already a lot of bosses, including ones created by Flavor in the community levels. But yes, the bosses will appear somewhere somehow.
Nice! Because that's one thing I really like from PewPew 2 that I really want to be, that I really wish to see again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Feedback is very important for us to decide on the future of the game. So, if bosses are important, then we'll make a lot of great bosses.
Yeah. Hopefully, there'll be a good blend between enjoyable and challenging.
Yep.
Okay then. Thanks for that question. Milviz. Oh, Misliv. Sorry. You can unmute and ask your question.
Oh, sorry. Forgot I was muted. Will some of the original like game modes from like the original like Pew Pew be added into the Pew Pew Live 2?
The answer is yes. Do you? We can be even a bit more specific than that. Do you have any
So
game mode you have in mind?
there's some of them that like in Pew Pew like the not the live version but the normal but like the other version. And I was wondering like how many of them, because I know like they have the dodge them. They have like the dodge bits, but like the other ones, like most of the other ones are like new type thing.
Yeah.
I'll try and I'll, I can stop speaking. I'll try and pull up you can see which ones what kind of question about. But like I know there are some game modes from the original game that aren't in PvP Live because I've hunted through most of games on both platforms.
All right. So I can already say that Symbiosis will be back. It's a game mode where you're controlling two ships with a sort of laser in between.
Oh, okay.
And that's all I'm gonna say for now. I want to leave
Okay.
a little bit of a surprise. But there's at least
Okay.
one more that will be coming back.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. That,
Thanks.
Okay.
I'll put you back into the audience. Now, Artemi, would you be able to easily share your sandboxes? Now that is not possible yet. We haven't thought of that, but that would be a cool feature, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that you can share your, I don't know, sandbox configuration and then other people could play it. But I'm not sure if the implementation is going to be nice.
Yeah. Like it's unfortunate not something's gonna be in the first release. That's for sure because it requires quite a bit of work. The easiest implementation would be to allow copy pasting configuration files. So that would be sort of like exporting and importing the files, and you'd share them via Discord, for instance. But maybe that would be easy to do, but I think we should aim for something that's better. Um,
Maybe like a website where you can like share
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
your own sandbox configurations.
Or it could be like community levels where you can upload your own sandbox configuration instead.
absolutely, yes, yes. And then we would be able to have leaderboards for every submitted sandbox configuration.
Or it
We'll need to
yeah,
think about it.
casual. It would be a casual level maybe.
Also, if it's casual, then yeah, even simpler, or at least less database intensive. Let's say.
Excalibur,
Yeah.
will the music from the older games also be added back? I don't think so.
Yeah, no. The all the music from the previous version of the game cost money, quite a significant amount of money. So no, they will not return. However, there will be a lot of new songs that are actually quite good, very very good. So you're not going to be disappointed by the lack of all the PewPew Live music, which was very good,
In
admittedly.
fact, the song you heard in this teaser will be in the game. Or I guess the songs you heard in the teaser. Okay, anyone else? Questions? Upgrades. What about upgrades?
Yeah. So we talked about it, and I like we made some plans, but at least in the current version of PewPew Live 2, the first release, there will not be any upgrades. I expect them to happen later, but possibly way later. For now, no upgrades. Yeah, even though I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, we need to prioritize stuff, and the priority is not upgrades for now.
Giovankun, if your question is if PewPew Live 2 is going to be in Era 2, the answer is yes. Era 2 is going to be still a thing when it releases. PewPew Live 2 will have all of the PewPew Live music with additional music added to it. Yes, it will be possible to play PewPew Live 2 levels with someone who doesn't have PewPew Live 2. Yes, PewPew Live community levels will be accessible in PewPew Live 2 and vice versa.
And I'll just elaborate on what SKPG just said. That means things like lasers that you saw in this trailer won't be exclusive to PewPew Live 2. Community levels that take advantage of lasers, will be in PewPew Live 1.
The same goes for cosmetics and stuff like that. Does the game have any subtle lore or story? Well, I don't know if we should tell you that, but it depends on how you look at it. And maybe not now. I wouldn't really say anything right now.
I agree.
PewPew Live 2 will be paid, like PewPew 2. The price we don't know yet. It might be, I don't know. What are you thinking, JF? Is $5 enough?
Around $5.
Okay. And the price,
Well,
oh,
we'll see.
hmm? JF?
I think
Sorry,
we might
me,
have.
my connection. What?
Oh, yeah.
What
The question is, PewPew
I'm
Live
switching
2 will be
computer.
paid, and what is the price?
Okay. The price will be around $5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, more questions. Will White Alpha be added on release? Well, Kaj, we'll see about that. Wink, wink. Um, what else do we have?
Giovankun has a question. Will PewPew 1 and PewPew 2 ships will be added to PewPew Live 2?
Well, most of the ships are already sort of in the game, but most of the like I mean in PewPew Live, right? There's the Alpha and other ships, but I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to say that the ghost is not going to be there. Definitely. So yeah, so that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, yes, people that don't have Pupil Live 2 will be able to access the APIs of Pupil Live 2 when making levels. So for example, as JF said, you will be able to take advantage of the laser from Pupil Live 2 in Pupil Live. The size, so the game size will definitely increase by a bit. Right now, there's not a lot of music in the game, but for Pupil Live 2, it will have a bigger file size because there will be more music. And the game itself is not that big. Most of the stuff that takes up is your um, replays and everything else in the game that you get along. Mm, what stuff confirmed in Era 3? I'm not sure yet. We would have to look back at stuff that we would have to add, but mostly it would be the stuff that breaks the game right now. And I'm not sure. I don't have anything in mind like right now. We would have to look back at the old suggestions. Yes, we had sleep. I had plenty of sleep.
I as well.
Option to
just coming
delete
back from
replays. OJF.
No, I was going to say I just came back from vacation, so I also had plenty of sleep. Yeah, options to delete replays. Sorry, I'm tenth. I took over. So right now, not planned. To be straightforward. Yeah. I also something that would be great to add eventually, but now for now, no. Sorry.
If anyone else has more questions, feel free to ask. We'll probably end the Q&A in a bit, and Flavor will show us something special. So if anyone has questions, ask them. We'll answer them. Will there be explosive bullets? What do you mean by that? Explosive
I
bullets.
think what he means by that is when a bullet lands on impacts, it'll have an area of effect. I assume that's what that means. So like maybe one bullet could take out many baths at once on the explosion.
Jeff, what do you think?
So that would be a new weapon, and currently that weapon is not planned, but it could happen in the future. But don't hold your breath.
How many cosmetics are there going to be in Future Life 2 in total? Well, I don't really want to give out the number, just the bare number, but there will be a significant amount of new cosmetics in the game. Estimate of estimate. Not sure what you mean variable. Is People Life 2 going to be released roughly on the same time on all platforms? I assume so. Definitely for Google Play and Steam, but for iOS, well, iOS is a complicated situation, I would say. But the game is definitely not going to be on web anymore, because it's just going to be harder to deal with it being a paid game. Will there be something like offline mode where you can play community levels without downloading them every time? Downloading levels is sort of planned by now, and it will be a sort of quality of life feature that we will add later on when the game is released. Option to turn replays into a video file. I think this was suggested before, a long time actually ago, and I'm not sure if it's really a thing that we can easily do. You would have to, well, technically speaking, the game would have to render all of the frames and then stitch them into a video file, while also making it not lossless, because that will take a lot of space, and I'm not sure if that's really worth it.
Yeah, as mod engineer is saying, we would probably need to stuff something like FFmpeg into PewPew Live, which would increase the file size definitely and add more complexity.
Of course. Any Easter eggs and stuff like that, well, as you saw at the end of the video, there will be something. Will there be more options for controlling video settings? So, during the PewPew anniversary, the PewPew Live anniversary last year, you saw the configurable renderer, right? So that renderer will be in the game, and it also will swap the previous settings. So configurable renderer is going to swap, is going to replace the current settings you have for controlling video. You'll be able to customize your, I don't know, bloom, monitor curve, dirty lens, and stuff like that. There will be presets, but yeah. Yeah, the game will be paid absolutely for real. Yeah. And I think that's it. I think we can end the Q&A for now. If you guys have more questions. Okay, Kaj, so how does the XP system look like? So it wasn't really shown in the video, and it's a bit like boilerplatey right now, but there would be like a sort of place where you can check your XP level, you would get your XP, and you would also get cosmetics from that XP, right, JF? That's how I sort of imagine it.
Yeah. Like you said, boilerplate right now, and you'll get basically anytime you do something significant, maybe get a medal, get a star, you'll get some XP, and it'll be cumulative and sort of like in Rocket League, when you reach a certain amount of XP, you get some cosmetics, and that's how it will work.
PvP in PewPew Live 2, I think it is sort of planned to improve the multiplayer system right now. Well, not right now, but after the game is released. So perhaps it is planned that we would add a versus mode where two players compete with each other instead of playing co-op. Then there's also a possibility to add tournaments and other sort of events that, could happen. It depends, but yeah, something like that would be planned in the near future.
I'm
Will there
super
be
excited
Yeah.
about some of the ideas that SKPG mentioned. So yeah, eventually we'll work on it.
Will there be a campaign in People Life too? It depends on how you imagine the campaign, but I'd say that something close to it, yes. Will there be more comedic languages added into the game? That is sort of a weird question, but I'd say that it just depends on what you consider a comedic language. I mean, code, pirate speak, and then I forgot what the other one is. Meme English, right? Yeah. So those are the three languages we have right now. And if someone has a great idea for a comedic language, you could just add that to the repository, and we would add it, and it would be in PewPew Live and in PewPew Live 2 as well. What will happen once PewPew Live 2? What will happen to PewPew Live once PewPew Live 2 comes out? Well, nothing bad. Obviously, the game will have to stay in sync with PewPew Live 2. All of the stuff that gets added to PewPew Live 2, the cosmetics, the levels, everything. I mean, not really levels, but cosmetics and the APIs would have to be in PewPew Live as well. All of the quality of life features, era changes will still happen in PewPew Live as well. The games will sort of be the same game, just that PewPew Live 2 has more content that you've paid for. Any game mode that will make people crap their pants? Well, if you saw some of the deviations, maybe. Super Fury could be one game mode that will probably make people do that. Not really. The creators will just upload their levels to um like to the website, and it will be accessible from both PewPew Live and PewPew Live 2 at the same time. There won't be really a decision. I don't think it's a great idea to specifically paywall a level. Maybe. Will there be a new PewPew Live level jam? Um, well, I guess we could do one maybe like during Easter or something, but it really depends. Uh, Fisheye, I assume you're talking about the curved monitor effect, and yes, that will be available in PewPew Live as well. The configurable renderer is coming to PewPew Live and PewPew Live 2 at the same time. Well, PewPew Live is going to have it earlier than PewPew Live, but you get what I mean. In-game paid items, that's probably a hard no. There will not be in-app purchases in the game. No ads, nothing. It's just going to be a paid game itself, but no in-app purchases.
You pay $5 and everything else
Yeah.
is unlocked.
You don't buy an apple to later pay a fee to even take a bite of it.
Yeah.
There's no pay to win, nothing.
I mean, you will still need to unlock those things with medals, whatever, but you will not need to pay.
Mm-hmm. What about upgrades? Upgrades. I'm not sure.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So upgrades. I mentioned. I think I tried to mention it earlier. No upgrades. No, not at the beginning, at least. Possibly later in a following era.
So I guess this should be enough for the question. MMO style game mega bosses. Again, it really depends, but stuff like that would probably be added later on in the game. Era 3, yes, there will be more eras. It's just currently there's just era 2, but there will be more. It's not the end of the leaderboards. So I think we should stop the Q&A for now. If anyone has more questions, leave them in the chat. We'll look at it again. How are you feeling, JF? JF is great, right?
Yes.
So ask your questions. We'll look at them again. And I guess Flavor, I'll just leave it up to you.
Alrighty then, I'll take it from here. Allow me to share my screen real quick. Okay. Can everyone see this all right?
Yep.
I don't see your stream.
Is my audio messy?
It is a bit glitchy.
So, yeah, the audio is glitchy, and I personally can only see a red screen.
I guess Flavor is having technical difficulties. Sorry about this, but we'll have to wait for Flavor to come back a bit. In the meantime, we can answer more questions. Oh.
Okay, how's this?
Okay, now
Much better.
Much better. Great, great. I was on hotspot before. Now I'm on Wi-Fi. Allow me to bring up the chat again. I don't know where it went. I'll find it later. Okay, so what you see here is the early stages of a mesh editor. It has basic controls. I can move the camera around, and has two modes. I can place vertices. So if I want to trace out this default ship, maybe I want to make it green and pink. Maybe I want to make part of it white, put it back to yellow. I can do that fairly easily. And you can quickly and swiftly make a sort of prototype of your ship. In edit mode, you can select vertices, move them about. You can also select by a segment point or edge, select this. You can double click to select an entire merged segment like this. And it comes with a few handy tools, so I can select an entire segment like this, move it about, or I can duplicate, and I can then rotate it and even scale it if I wanted to. Another feature I decided to take from Blender was E to extrude. So click on an edge, E to extrude. Oh, it has gone really laggy all of a sudden. Oh, never mind. Here we are. E to extrude, and the edges come out. So maybe I could remove this edge here, and here we have a new kind of shape. And with this, I am currently able to export. So I can take this shape here, export it to my level, and I will send a screenshot of how that looks. I think right here is fine. Let's see. And of course, if you want to save the mesh for later, you can click Save Mesh. I'll just have this as My Mesh. And if I want to like destroy everything here, and then go ahead and click Load, I've loaded the save back from local files. So I think that just about covers most of the features here. This is still an early look. Still making a lot of fine tuning, making adjustments. As you can see, the UI is a little bit prototypey right now. Gets the job done though. So I suppose I'll go ahead and remove this and just kind of freestyle a little bit, draw some things, then send some screenshots. So maybe I want to draw kind of a ship type thing, like that. Then maybe I'll give it kind of a rounder edge here. I'll go ahead and change the colors. This will be, make that blue, make this a green, and this can be a sort of in-betweener, make it cyan. Go ahead and export. And here's how that looks in PewPew Live. I think I saw a request to make the white ship. Allow me to do that really quickly. Go ahead and make this about as white as possible. Just for you, Koch, I got this. The white ship. Join them together. Oh, another feature I've yet to mention. If you have like, say, 2 segments here, I draw a segment here. I can draw a segment here. They're not currently merged. They're 2 different segments. I can click on these segment points here, J to join, and this yellow vertex is an indication of a merged segment. Now then, let's see how this looks in game. Well, for free drawing that, using a reference, that looks pretty good. Now, if I suppose why I want to make this a different color, let's say a proper brick color perhaps, maybe red, closer to orange. Export. See how this looks. Make it the blue one. Okay. Let's go ahead and make it about, that might be a good blue. Is there a 3D view? Thank you for reminding me. There actually is. So if you want to change the editing view, I currently have just a few hotkeys bind, but you can edit from looking down the x-axis or looking down the y-axis. And so if you wanted to move, say, this segment here, go ahead and move it up. Move this one down. Move this to the side. Look down the x-axis. Maybe I want this to point upwards. And let's move this edge, say, downwards. And it looks slightly different, but now has a more 3-dimensional view. Export. Oh, it's a little bit strange, but can draw a ship that looks like a vacuum. I suppose I'm not a very good artist, but you might be able to make a vacuum cleaner. And of course, in case you make a mistake or you want to go back to a previous state, there is an undo feature, so I can undo all of this. Bring it back to what it was before, or close to it. I only store about maybe 30 states. Maybe I'd like to store more, so I can go back a little bit more. But there's undo, and of course there's redo. So if I want to go back to what I had it just a second ago, undo, redo. Does the drawing lines have any limits or complete freedom? It has complete freedom. So don't go too crazy. Whatever your computer can manage, you can draw. Is this editor tied to PewPew Live 2 only? No, this is something completely separate software. This is made in the Unreal Engine. So it'll, you can use it with PewPew Live or PewPew Live 2. Is there snap to grid? There is. It's currently snapping to grid, although right now it's not. I can't set it right now, but the functionality is there, and there will be UI, much more UI to customize everything. Is it free? I don't currently plan to make it paid, and again, this is made in Unreal Engine, so like anyone could technically make this. I could make this paid, and then someone makes it for free. No free move. So currently I use the arrow keys to move things, but I was thinking about maybe adding a gizmo so you can use your mouse to move things a little bit better. So that'll add another way to do it. open source. I don't know about that because I don't know if I want people to see my messy code. Some of it might be a little bit spaghetti, but who knows? We'll see. Did I miss anything? How would one import this into the actual game? Okay. So it's gonna, you saw me use the export screen very, very briefly. Here it is. It's not, there's no file explorer or anything like that. Maybe I can try to do a rough prototype of such, but you can just say, type out your path here. So maybe you want this to go to your desktop. I have this going into a PewPew Live level, and then you just simply type the name of it. And so I was able to do it very quickly. Can I export any images and make it the ship? You can't alter the player's ship. You can make a ship, and then if you want to make a custom level and make that your ship, people have done that. You can do that, but you can't override the player's ship and use it, say, everywhere. Only the custom level you make.
We could make I mean, in the future when PewPew Live 2 is out, maybe there will be some contests to create new ships, new um, new cosmetics in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna draw Mr. Beast into a ship? I mean, go for it. I couldn't do it, but I'm sure you guys could. Is it going to be available on mobile? That sounds like a good bit of work. I am not going to say that it's planned. Do not get your hopes up. Maybe more than a 0% chance, but I wouldn't count on it. Does anyone else have like more requests for things to draw? I can't draw Mr. Beast, but I can draw another alpha ship. A car. Okay. Let me try my best to make a car.
Can you create a new ship
A new ship.
live?
Live. Oh boy. Let me see. First, I'll make the basic car. Walter White, I can't draw that well. Drawing people would be quite difficult. So here's the base of the car. I'm gonna draw like a 5-year-old for a second. Give it the basic wheels. Maybe one in the back here for perspective. Another one for the back for perspective. Of course, maybe give myself a nice little window. Maybe a little bit of a happy person here. Oof.
So
Let me
whoever is making the car, I would like to say that we'll probably keep this event for like 9 more minutes. And after we'll probably end it. The stream has been streamed on my YouTube channel. You will be able to rewatch it, and the teaser itself will be uploaded on JF's YouTube channel, and you'll be able to rewatch that as well. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. And yeah.
Here's a basic car. Looks beautiful. Now I suppose I can try to draw a new ship live. Cannot guarantee it'll look good, but we'll see what I come up with.
I apologize for putting you on the spot like that.
No, it's fine. I'm having fun here. I'm sure the people are enjoying it. That looks fire. Thank you. I'm pretty proud of my car. Let's see. That's good. Let's see. What do we think would be a good color for it? Maybe like a purple. Let's try a purple. I don't know. I'll just use this as a base. Oh. Maybe I want to bring this, say, backwards. Bring this in a little bit. Actually, let's try something like that. And I suppose I'll add like a little bit of a division here. I'm just drawing new segments. It's not like a cutting tool or anything. Get rid of this. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what quite happened there. Something to investigate. But E to extrude. Maybe I'll give it like a little bit of a broken piece. This is going to be a very interesting ship. I'm not sure why that's happening either. Okay. Let's give it another E to extrude. Break this little piece here. Wow, there's going to be quite a few broken pieces now, aren't there? Let's go ahead and give it some wings. Oh. Oh, well, doing Control Z kind of fixed it now, didn't it? Well, that's nice. Okay, so I'll go ahead and draw this up. Just using the alpha ship as a sort of base. This is kind of messy, actually. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring this back here. Bring that there. Get rid of these. Let's see, how do I want to alter these wings? Maybe make them really short. Move this a little bit. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Take this and duplicate it. Rotate it. Oh. Get the whole thing. Oh, I need to join these. There we are. Duplicate, rotate. Maybe we want to take both of these. Duplicate, translate. Maybe give it a slight scaling. Scale downward. Translate, duplicate. Let's change the colors a bit. So let's make this, maybe we have a little bit of asymmetry here. So let's make this a sort of, maybe a light blue. That looks a little too white. Maybe bring it over here. We can make these, say, maybe a lighter green. And these, maybe like a closer to red. Let's move these backwards a bit. Let's give it some depth. So maybe these sort of things in the front here, they go upward. Just those, I suppose. And then I can't actually reach those in the back there. I'm gonna have to fix that. These ones, we can make these go downward. Maybe move these a little bit upward for a little bit more depth. Move these downward. Gonna be very, very asymmetric. But let's see how this rough prototype looks. Oh, wow. So it looks a little bit rough. Maybe I need to scale this up a little bit. Take all these. Now these need to be joined. Now, select them all. Y for scale. Increase that a little bit. Take this. Y for scale. Increase it a little bit. Maybe T for translate. Move this along like that. And now let's see how that looks. Alright, so that still looks, like something, but maybe that could be the starting point of a new ship. Now let me scroll up and see
Totally.
if there are any other requests. Can you make a Terraria tree? I can draw a tree. Can't guarantee it'll look like anything from Terraria. Let's try to give it more of an orange for a trunk. Then green for like for that. And now we have ourselves a tree. Basic tree. Can you make a red shield? Very quickly. I'll just draw it off to the side here. Red. Maybe something like this. Give it a little like a rounded edge here. And I don't know, just something like this. Well, that plus. I don't know why. And we'll make this like just a little bit lighter on the color. Export. Is it already released? No. This is, as Mod Engineer said, is an early look. You just get a little bit of a teaser to see right here. Mosquito-like alpha. I'm not sure how that would look. I'll just move on to the next one. Can you make other ships? I could, but that'd be work. Arrow shield? Like just a shield with an arrow on it? Draw that right quick. Not sure what sort of arrow you're imagining. Oh,
Just going to mention that we will be ending the event soon, so we're gonna wrap up. Yeah.
I do believe that looks like it. We're getting a little bit specific here. Big carrot and hospital, Star Destroyer, a sword. I'll draw a sword, and I think I've demonstrated this sufficiently. Will there be a feature to put an image to the background instead of alpha? I have not considered that, but I suppose I could. Maybe you can define your own mesh, and that can be your own sort of reference. Oh, you meant the shield ship? I'm drawing a blank. I'm not sure what that looks like. The shield ship. Is that ours? That is ours, isn't it? Hmm. Will it be possible to create animations? Uh, it probably wouldn't be. Okay. So probably not. You technically could make your own frames in different meshes. I could try to see about creating animations. However, you might be able to accomplish this using Blender and Mod Engineer's plugin. But I guess that's all from me. That is the mesh editor. I'll try to turn this into a level creator designer type thing so we can easily make levels. I think it'd be a nice tool for everyone to have and us as well. So I suppose at this point we can reopen the Q&A for final questions.
Yeah. So if anyone else has last questions, ask them and we'll answer them, and we'll probably end the event in like 10 minutes. A VHS video effect. Well, essentially, what you have right now is a VHS with the scan lines and chromatic aberration. So I would say that's close enough to a VHS effect. Does JF like cheeseburger? Uh, um,
That's a
I'm not,
toughie.
I'm not sure.
Will
Will
every
every ship
ship
model
model
have
have?
um?
Hmm. Do we answer
So
this? Yes, no, maybe.
mm,
What do you say, JF? Do we answer this one?
perhaps. Wait, is JF here? Oh, JF is in the audience.
He's having
Okay,
connection issues. I see.
okay. So yeah.
I think it'd probably be all right to answer this one, right?
So I think it's known by now that there are beta versions of ships, right?
Mm.
So you saw in the teaser there was the alpha beta ship, there was the totem, shard, CX. So I think that's probably self-explanatory.
We'll leave it to your imagination.
Yes. Any more questions?
Do you like pizzas? I like pizzas. They're pretty great. I even like dessert pizzas. Those are pretty crazy.
American style.
Pineapple or not, I love pineapple on pizza. I will die on this hill. As much of a fruit as tomato and tomato paste.
Controversial. Hey, calm down, calm down. Okay, this is getting off topic. Maybe let's stay on.
Do we take proper breaks during development? I think we do. We take care of ourselves.
We re-
I went on a long
essentially,
break, but I'm back
yeah,
now.
essentially we work on when we feel like it
Yeah.
most of the time. I mean, now since we are on holiday, we have more time to
Mhm.
work, but usually it really is more or less like
My
I
favorite food? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I like all foods.
bananas are okay.
Bananas is pretty great.
Yeah, yeah, maybe we should stay on topic with
Sounds like we're all good on PewPew Live related questions. Unless anyone else has questions about the mesh editor. I guess I call it the level creator. I've just shown the mesh editor portion. I haven't gotten the level creator to a good state. So this is all you will see for now. Any jokes in PewPew Live 2?
um
I'm not sure what that means entirely.
yeah, maybe you mean like if you mean Easter eggs
Pranks.
or pranks.
I think I can envision what he's referring to, and I don't know. Maybe. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't.
Perhaps. Super motherships.
Can you delete Super Fury?
Oh no. Well,
Sadly, I have verified this one, so sadly, I think it's here to stay. It was awful, by the way.
mm, that would be too kind. The cake is a lie. Maybe. No promises though.
Well, it'd be pretty easy to draw a cake.
Cake with your mesh editor.
Yeah.
How many achievements will be there? That is also a question that we can't really answer like right now because the way achievements work in the game is not really like what's the word? Mature. So it's hard to even work on achievements when it's not really like stable. So that will be a question that we can answer later on when it's more stable. Integration with Google Play, that's also something that we sort of thought of, but at this point, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. For now, it would probably be at the back of the list. Um, maybe
Plutonium. Oh, sorry, continue. Oh,
also is PewPew 3 planned? Well, there is something called PewPew Macaroni, and that's all I'm going to say.
someone was
It's like
asking, will there be Pointonium PP Live 2? Yep. There will be.
Of course there will be Pointonium in PewPew Live too because, well,
Yep.
it's sort of the idea where Pointonium came from. PewPew Macaroni, yes. Um,
Custom ships in PewPew Live 2. I
uh,
guess that would depend on your definition of custom. Like custom drawn, probably not.
CSGO in PewPew Live too, well, that's a weird question, but no. New types of Pointonium. In fact, if you didn't notice, super motherships have a larger value of Pointonium. It's 512.
CSGO, Minecraft, and PewPew Live 2. I think someone can create that in a custom level. I don't know if I want to be the one to do it. But maybe someone else can.
Subnautica. Nice one. Geometry Dash. Well,
Wouldn't
that
that be
would be,
something?
yeah. Okay then. Well, I think we can. Will there be networking? Obviously, obviously there will be networking. PewPew Live 2 and PewPew Live 2. Yes, there will be PewPew
Someone,
Live 2.
yeah. So I think someone made a pretty cool level where there was UI. So I think someone can make a pretty convincing PewPew Live 2 in a custom level.
Yeah.
That level was by Winternox, I think.
Yep.
Oh, shout out to Winternox for that one.
Is it going to be possible to compete Super Fury without shooting? Interesting question,
Ooh,
but
I imagine not. I think the hitboxes are larger
yeah.
on the Super Mothership, so there's just nowhere for you to squeeze through.
There is no max score. I'm not sure if deviations will like work a bit differently than normal official levels. And I don't think it really has like a max score that you can get. A deviation will just have a list of limitations, a base level, and a goal. So yeah, deviations will not be infinite. There will be specific deviations, but as far as I remember, JF mentioned that there's 64 right now. And that's, yeah.
Any weapons in PewPew Live 2? There are weapons. You got a
If you
cannon,
didn't,
but if you mean like any new weapons, I think we showcased the shotgun and the laser briefly.
yeah. There isn't really an algorithm to create deviations. It is mostly a sort of template, maybe a pattern that we apply to different levels and see how it looks.
Stream is
Well,
still on. Yeah, I
deviations.
just left it on. Sorry,
Well,
continue.
deviations, how they work, is that we override certain functions, and that's how you can have these deviations.
Um, Survival mode, I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean. Will there be a player? Will a player be able to choose the deviations in the multiplayer lobby? That is a good question. I'm not sure. Um, Perhaps JF knows if he's available to talk.
A quick question: are we going to post the teaser trailer somewhere in the Discord?
Yeah, JF will upload it to YouTube, and the stream will be available on my channel.
Okay.
So I guess this is it. 3 minutes and we'll probably end the event. It was fun. I'm really
It
glad
was.
everyone joined.
It was very
Uh,
fun.
Not everyone, but yeah. And of course, hope you enjoyed the teaser. I tried really hard to create it, and yeah,
It
Yeah.
was awesome.
I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed the Mesh Editor showcase. I hope you guys will create very cool things when I do get around to releasing this. Hopefully, the level creator portion will make level creation that much better as well when that comes around. Yes, thank
It's
you for
kind of
SKPG. You
surprising.
practically organized this, so thank you for bringing us together today.
Yeah, I tried. Any events?
So huge thanks to SKPG for making this trailer, for showcasing an advanced mesh editor already. Because our mesh editor we haven't gotten. And of course to JF for creating the game,
Yeah. So
and to the whole of community for being with us.
Hmm.
And
yeah, of course, the sandbox was mostly created by Kiwi as well.
Yes, I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
All right then I guess I'm gonna end the stream.
Oh, I
And
suppose I should as well. There we are.
and it was fun being here. We'll see you in summer when PewPew Live 2 releases.
Yep. Do look forward to the release. We have a lot to show you guys.
yes,
See
I
ya.
hope you will like it.
Yep. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Enjoy your holidays
Yes, until the end.
until the end.
Enjoy every single minute of the holiday.